when I blow the speaker. I'll speak louder, let's get wild tonight. Billionaire bottles, we just down. I'm like, ain't no problem, all my wrongs are right. All right.
Welcome to Monster Jam Live. I'm your host, John Saponaro. My co-host, Abby Balthazar, and I are so happy to be here at the Dunkin Donuts Center in the heart of Providence, Rhode Island, as we welcome in everybody who is now tuning in on Facebook Live. If you're here in the building and you want to see what all the fuss is about, just head on over to facebook.com/Monster Jam. Now, we're here in Rhode Island about to kick off our championship weekend. We've got a ton of action to come. We've got 8 athletes ready to compete and leave it all out on the track in 3 different machines. The Monster Jam ATVs, those Monster Jam Speedsters, and of course, the Monster Jam trucks that we all know and love. And we're going to get a chance to meet those drivers and hear directly from them right now, as a matter of fact. So up first, let's get right into it with Monster Mud Rottweiler and J.R. Seesock.
J.R. Seesock. I'm from Fractal, Pennsylvania. I'm 25 years old, and I drive the Monster Mud Rottweiler truck. I got into Monster Jam by my family. My dad is a 2-time Monster Jam World Finals racing champion. My favorite thing about competition is the intensity of it. There's 7 other Monster Jam athletes out there with me on the track, going as hard as we can each time so we can make sure we make it to the World Finals in Las Vegas. My strong points are definitely the Monster Jam ATVs and Speedsters. I'm there to do battle to them, gain my points to make sure I'm the overall champion at the end of the night. I'm here to show you, the fans, that the Monster Mud Rottweiler truck is here to take the championship.
I am here with Monster Rottweilers, J.R. Seesock. And J.R., I know this is a family affair for you. Your dad is a 2-time world champion, but now it's your time to be in the spotlight and be behind your very own Monster Jam truck. What's it like living that dream?
It's amazing to finally be living that dream. You know, my dad, John Seesock, he's done this since I was in diapers. This is all I've ever known. I sat up here in the stands watching him. I finally grew up and was able to get my chance to crew, wearing the trucks out, and now I'm finally out here driving in front of these great fans.
That's right. And speaking about your family, I know they must be very supportive. In fact, we know your dad's been blowing up Facebook newsfeed with love messages to you from your racing win from earlier this afternoon. How important is family support as you're out on the road?
You know, that support from my family means everything to me. I actually got my first racing win here this weekend. Him and everyone at home's blowing up my Facebook, giving me congrats. You know, my little girl back home, she's smiling. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be out here. She's my drive. She's the reason I want to be out here, showing her that you can do whatever you want to do as long as you follow your dream and never give up. So if it wasn't for all that support, I wouldn't be here today.
Give it up one more time for Monster Mud Rottweiler and J.R. Seesock. Up next, let's get to know Megalodon's Justin Sipes.
My name is Justin Sipes. I'm 28 years old from Flaherty, Kentucky, and I drive Megalodon. I've been in motorsports my whole life. Grew up racing dirt bikes. I got my first dirt bike at 2 years old, and I actually did that professionally for about 8 years, and then I transferred over into Monster Jam. I think I will excel at the ATVs. I got a motocross background, and yeah, 4 wheels are a lot different than 2, but really with the handlebars, it's just like being on a dirt bike. The thing I like most about competition is that feeling you get when you accomplish your goal. Of course, my goal is going to be to win every time I go out there, and when I accomplish that, just the feeling you get from that is awesome. I'm in a brand new truck, so I got all these other trucks I'm up against that have been there for years. They got fans. I want to build this to become one of those legendary trucks. That's my goal over my career in Monster Jam.
Monster Jam fans, I am here with the Triple Threat Series Central Champion, Justin Sipes of Megalodon. Now, Justin, you were able to take home that overall series championship earlier this afternoon. How does it feel after 10 long weeks of work to finally be on the top of the mountain?
It's awesome. You know, it's been a long season. All these athletes out here are awesome. And we've been fighting. It's been a dogfight out there all season. And, you know, it was awesome to come away to clinch the championship, you know, with 2 shows to go. So, yeah, couldn't be more excited to go to Vegas.
All right, now you are heading to Vegas for the Monster Jam World Finals 18, but all these fans here tonight are going to be a part of something special as we're going to present you with your trophy for winning overall at the end of the event. So they want to definitely stick around for that. But there is some business to take care of in between now and then. We've got a show. You've got to get in Megalodon and put on a show for everybody. So what do you got in store for all these fans here in Providence?
Oh, we're going big. You know, the points don't matter for me now. I got the title clinched, so it's all for you guys. We're going to try some new stuff and hopefully put on a great show for you guys.
Let's hear it one more time for your Triple Threat Central Series champion, Justin Sipes and Megalodon. Up next, let's get to know Camden Murphy of Pirates Curse.
I'm Camden Murphy. I'm 20 years old, from Chicago, Illinois, and I'm driver of Pirates Curse. I got into motorsports when I was 10 years old, and I was very fortunate, had a lot of success. So in 2014, I made my NASCAR Camper World Truck Series debut. In 2016, I made my very first NASCAR Xfinity Series start at Bristol Motor Speedway. The transition from asphalt and dirt is actually honestly really tough. They have their similarities, but they also have their differences. So it's just really understanding the track changes. That's the biggest difference. I think I'll definitely excel at the circle track speedsters. I have a long history and a long background of it, so I think I'll be all right. It's just I'm super competitive. I hate to lose, and I have to win in everything I do. I don't care if I'm playing cards, I have to win. I want my fans to come away as a Pirates Curse fan. The Pirates Curse truck has been around long. 2016 was its debut year. Come on board my ship. We're going sailing to the top, guys.
I am here with Camden Murphy and Pirates Curse. Camden, I know you have somewhat of a background in NASCAR racing, so tell us a little bit about how different that is now jumping up in the air doing wheelies behind a Monster Jam truck wheel.
Well, these Monster Jam trucks, 10,000 pounds, 1,500 horsepower. We call them a big elephant on wheels. They're absolutely incredible. Four-wheel steer, too. So that makes it so much different from those stock cars. But you know what? This dirt's a little different to me, too, but it's still driving. It's still with the steering wheel, so I'm still good with that. But we're putting on a show for these Monster Jam fans. It's all that matters.
That's right. You mentioned your fans. I think it's really cool that you guys, as athletes, get a chance to interact with your fans quite a bit here in Monster Jam. Tell us, how important is it to have that fan support?
Oh, the fans are everything to me. You know, they're so awesome, and it's so amazing to see each and every single one of you guys in the pit party, especially coming up here in the stands before the show, getting to interact with all you guys. It's so awesome. Seeing signs, seeing the hats, all that awesome stuff. It's so much fun. I love you guys so much. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this. So you know what, guys? I'm going to leave you guys with one thing. The louder you guys get, the bigger we're going to go. So let me hear it, guys. Come on.
Up next, let's get to know Blue Thunder's Matt Cody.
My name is Matt Cody. I'm 24. I'm from Williamsport, Maryland, and I drive Blue Thunder. My favorite thing about competition is just the wild ride, you know, putting people off their seat or on the edge of their seat, just going out and having a good time, and when you get done, just looking up in there and everybody standing up cheering, and it's just the best feeling. I've been a crew chief and I'm a driver. I definitely know the trucks in and out, so I can go out there and push it and do everything I can to win everything I can. And if something's broke, I know it's broke. I know how to fix it and make it back for competition. The fans can definitely look forward to some awesome sky wheels out of me for sure. I was a 2015 Arena Wheelie Champion, and I can definitely show it on the track. But I also like racing or speed and skill. I like to be real fast and get real good times.
Monster Jam fans, I am hanging in the stands with Matt Cody of Blue Thunder. Now, Matt, you took home the freestyle win in this afternoon's competition. You've been doing that a lot lately. What's the knack to win in freestyle?
Oh, you know, just big air, a lot of combination moves. You just got to stay fast. You know, the noise, being fast around the track, make as many hits as you can. And, that's the key. That's what people come to see is a great freestyle. And that's my job. That's one of my favorite things to do, and I'm there to give it back to them.
All right, now, you mentioned in the video package that before you were ever a Monster Jam driver, you were a crew chief. So does working on those trucks for as long as you did give you an edge when you're out here competing in the Monster Jam trucks?
Yeah, I was a crew chief for about 6 years, and I've learned a lot over the time from working on them and driving. In my 4 years of driving, I've broke a lot of stuff up to learn a lot. There's a lot of things that go on in the trucks, a lot of vibrations, a lot of different sounds that you hear, and it's always good to know what's going on. I can rely back to my crew and tell them what's going on. They can get it fixed for me real quick. And even if it's broke and I know I can keep on putting on a good show, that's what I'm here to do. You guys are in for one great show. Get loud, get on the edge of your seat, and we're going to put on a great show tonight.
All right, he thinks it's going to be a great show. I think it's going to be a great show. You guys are in for one heck of a show here tonight in Providence. Give it up one more time for Matt Cody and Blue Thunder. Now let's get to know Team Zombies' Amy Hood.
My name is Amy Hood. I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba in Canada. I'm 27 years old and I drive for Zombie. I've been racing motocross for 25 years. I was 2 years old and I had training wheels on my first dirt bike. So I've been racing my entire life. So my career's been on 2 wheels. So I'm really excited to make this transition to 4. I definitely love every single event. They're all very different and unique. And I have to bring a little bit of my background of motocross into the ATV racing, my background of terracross into the speedsters. But there's no better feeling than launching a 12,000-pound machine into the air. So I definitely love the Monster Jam Freestyle event or the Wheelies. I want my fans to leave with the best experience possible. I'm going to race hard. I'm going to fly my truck through the air for you guys. And I want to see all those zombie arms going wild when I'm out there. This show is for you.
Monster Jam fans, Providence, Facebook, as promised, it's time to get to know Team Zombies' Amy Hood. She's got a lot of zombie fans here with her. Amy, you mentioned in the video that you've been racing your entire life. So who's been your biggest inspiration in your racing career?
My biggest inspiration's been my dad. We've been a father-daughter racing my whole life. He got me on a dirt bike when I was only 2 years old, and I had training wheels on my first dirt bike. And now he's 61 years old, and we still race together to this day. And it means so much to me because he's taught me the fundamentals of racing. To race hard, never settle, but to love what you do. And I love what I do, and I love driving that Monster Jam truck, and I hope all the fans out there can see it.
All right, speaking of those Monster Jam trucks, not only is Zombie such a popular truck with our fans, it was actually voted into existence by our Monster Jam fans, and now you're the first female driver for Team Zombie. So when you think about all those things put together, does that give you any extra pressure when you're behind the wheel?
Oh, absolutely, because I'm here showing all these girls that girls can do anything boys can do. We just look way better doing it. And 2017 is the year for the girls, and I'm going to show these boys tonight exactly what I'm made of. Thank you.
Let's hear it one more time for Team Zombies' Amy Hood. Up next, let's get to know Armando Castro of El Toro Loco.
My name's Armando Castro, 20 years old, from Whittier, California, and I drive El Toro Loco. I got into Monster Jam by being a super fan. It was always a dream to be behind a Monster hard, and here I am in my own truck, El Toro Loco. My favorite event would have to be freestyle. You know, when I see the horns in the air, me and the Crazy Bull leave it all on the track, and we deserve to be here, and we're gonna go big for you guys. A toda mi raza latina, gracias por todo su apoyo. Quiero mirar los cuernos en el aire, más que gritan, más que voy grande. So I'm a Monster Jam fans. Thank you guys for your support. I want to see the horns in the air. The bigger and louder you guys get, the bigger I'm gonna go.
I am here with El Toro Loco's Armando Castro. Armando, I know you were once a fan, just like so many fans watching here today. So what I want to know is, what is it like living the dream and being behind your very own monster?
Like each and every one of you guys in the seat, I work very hard. It is my long life dream to be behind my Monster Jam truck, but you know what? Work very hard, and like anyone, like I tell everybody else, if you have a dream, you can achieve it.
Ahora, Armando, también sé que tú y yo tenemos algo en común. Hablamos español. ¿Hay algún mensaje que le quieres dar a todos tus fans aquí en Providence y en Facebook Live?
¿Dónde están mis latinos? A ver, ¿dónde están mis latinos? A todos mis raza latino, los quiero mucho. Gracias por todo su apoyo. Me da mucho honor y orgullo a representar a todos los latinos. Y le quiero mirar los cuernos.
Armando just said he is very proud and honored to represent all Latinos and all of his Monster Jam fans here tonight. And make sure that when he's out on the track, you put those bullhorns up in the air. The louder you go, the bigger he'll go. Up next, let's get to know Gravedigger's Kristen Anderson.
My name's
Monster Jam obviously through my family. My dad's Dennis Anderson. He's been driving Gravedigger for 35 years, and I have two older brothers, Adam and Ryan, that are also in the sport. So it's all I know from the day I was born till now. Freestyle was made for Gravedigger. My brothers and my dad, they've always dominated. All the other Gravedigger drivers have always dominated in freestyle, and I think that's the one I'll probably excel the most at. Something I would want my fans to take home after the show is I just want them to think, wow, that was definitely an Anderson driving that Gravedigger truck. I'm out to drive just as hard as Adam and Ryan do. It's the 35th year Gravedigger. It's the 25th year Monster Jam. I'm the first female ever to drive Gravedigger, and I'm not going down without a fight this year.
You hear the music, and you know what that means. Gravediggers, Kristen Anderson. Now, Kristen, obviously you've been around Monster Jam for your entire life, but what is it like to be finally driving behind the wheel of such an iconic truck like Gravedigger?
It honestly makes me so proud. You know, my dad has put blood, sweat, and tears into the Gravedigger truck and this legacy. It's the 35th year of Gravedigger this year because of my family, and I'm just so excited to drive this truck for you guys.
All right, now you at home, but here on the track?
Of course, you know, my brothers say they can't wait for me to get in a stadium so we can line up on the starting line together because they're ready to take me out. But I'm not going to take it easy on them. My brothers never took it easy on me, and I'm definitely not going to take it easy on them, that's for sure.
All right, let's hear it one more time for Gravediggers, Kristen Anderson. And now let's take a few moments to get to know Bernard Light of Alien Invasion.
My name's Bernard Light. I'm 31 years old. I'm from Albany, Georgia, and I drive the Monster Jam truck Alien Invasion. Believe it or not, I started off as a cheerleader, became a stuntman, and was able to play the role of Spider-Man for Marvel Universe Live. Went to auditions, and out of 70 people, came out on top. If I was to excel in any particular event, I would say that it'd probably be wheelies because I'm already an acrobat, so I'm kind of comfortable up there doing all the high sky wheelies and even walking a couple. You can do whatever you want, just don't let anybody stop you. The sky is not the limit. Keep pushing for what you want.
I am here with the one and only Alien Invasion's Bernard Light. Now, Bernard, I know that you have a really cool background doing some stunt work. What can you tell me about being a superhero and how that prepared you to be a Monster Jam athlete?
I mean, wow. The superhero training that we went through was, well, there was a lot to it, definitely. But also with all of my other, basically, I've trained a whole lot. I've done martial arts, cheerleading, I've done a little bit of gymnastics, hip-hop, and breakdance. So all of those different things that I've done have definitely prepared me for the rough and tough of Monster Jam.
That's right. Now, speaking of some of that stunt work, yesterday you took the win after the Speedster obstacle course, and you celebrated like no other athlete does. Let's take a look on the video board and look at what happened yesterday. Bernard, that was amazing. And now, I know that we all kind of got to see that on video, but there's nothing like seeing it live right here, right now. Do you have it in you to show us a little trick?
I mean, I guess that depends on how loud the Monster Jam fans can get right now. Y'all want to see me do a trick? All right, I think that was loud enough, but make sure you keep it up. I need to hear you. Let's do it.
A big thank you to everybody here in Providence at the Dunkin' Donuts Center and everybody watching around the world on Facebook Live. We're just about ready to kick off all of our action here tonight. And remember, for more news, you can always follow Monster Jam on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And do not forget to tune into our next edition of Monster Jam Live on Facebook in less than 3 hours, coming to you direct from the Triple Threat Series West in Fresno, California. Again, I'm John Sapanaro on behalf of Abby Balthazar. Thank you, Facebook, for
using your cowboy.